Hello and welcome to the Bober Academy Football Podcast. We are excited to bring back our Lineman of the Week series here for the 2022 season, where we're going to be highlighting great offensive line play throughout the Omaha metro area and surrounding areas. We're going to bring high school offensive linemen onto the show and their coaches and talk about their season, what they're doing, and everything to do with offensive line play. This podcast is brought to you by the Bober Academy. I started the Bober Academy in 2019 with the mission to train and develop superior linemen to dominate on the gridiron. I'm your host, Chris Bober, 8-year NFL veteran. I've started games in the NFL at every offensive line position, and I love dealing with anything to do with football, especially the offensive line. Now, if you are listening to this podcast, we're on your podcast app. Just be sure to click the subscribe button. So make sure that you're getting notified of our weekly shows. We do a lot of different shows out there. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, click the little button down there to subscribe to our channel and also the notification bell. We would love your comments and your feedback. And if you're seeing this anywhere out there on social media, feel free to like, share, retweet, comment, whatever goes on out there in the social media world. We want to spread the message of great offensive line play. So thank you for joining us. Let's get to the show. Hello and welcome back to the Bober Academy Football Podcast. Our Lineman of the Week feature is a very special one. This is the championship edition, and we are joined today by the Gross Catholic Cougars, who are undefeated and are heading to the Class B state championship after a big win on a frigid night over Scotts Bluff. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Well, it's so cool. I mean, I love that I get to feature our linemen. Right? I've worked with all you guys, done some great work, and it's really paying off for you guys. But you guys are kind of become media darlings, right? You had an article in the paper last week, and it's so cool to see the offensive line featured. And we got some great football players here, but also leaders of the team. So we get this started. Why don't you guys go around and kind of introduce yourselves to all the people who are listening and watching out there?
I'm Sal Nacarelli. I'm a team captain. I play left guard and D tackle.
I'm Sam Canova. I started center, and I don't play any defense.
My name is Carson Almgren. I'm also a team captain, and I play right guard and defensive tackle.
I'm Braun. I play right tackle, and I also play DN.
I'm Ryan Weiss. I'm left tackle, and I long snap.
Long snapper, man. I was down there working with you here this summer. Awesome, guys. Well, such a congratulations go out to you guys for such a great season. How's it feel to be knowing that your guys are headed down to Memorial Stadium trying to win your first Class B title in about 10 years? How's that feel? Has it sunk in yet that you guys are going to the championship?
Oh, obviously. I mean, it's a great feeling. It's almost surreal. We've talked about it since we were in fifth grade playing junior Cougar football together. This has been a goal. We set the standards this year, and now let's go get one.
Nice. Okay, so tell me about your background, guys. How long have you guys been playing together? Because I watched you guys play with the junior Cougars back in the day. So have all you guys been playing together that long? How long has it been?
Me and Sam have been playing since third grade. I think Sal came in fifth grade. And then Casey transferred from Papio South last year. And then Weiss just kind of played with us when he became a freshman. So me, Sam, and Sal have been playing the longest together. So about, 8 years now?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Casey and Weiss, ever since high school, we've been playing with these guys. So,
yeah, and I remember watching you guys playing with the junior Cougars, even back in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You guys you always had a class that was very, very tight, right? You're very senior lid on this team, and you guys I think it's not just you linemen. I mean, a lot of the other players on the team have been playing with you guys for a long time too, right?
Yeah. Like Owen Brennan's been playing with us since 5th grade. Colby's always been a year younger than us, so it's been on and off with him. But, yeah, we've been playing together for a long, long time, and we've been dreaming about this moment. So it's fun.
Nice. Okay, so, you're looking at your history together. It seems like you started to see something was going to be special for this year. I mean, I saw it a couple years ago. It seems like you guys all kind of came out and kind of took over this program probably about your sophomore year, right? And it wasn't a great year. You guys did okay, but you guys went 3-6 and lost in the first round of the playoffs to Elkhorn. And then last year you came out and you got a little bit more success. 4-6, again, lost in the first round to Plattsmouth. Tell me about this offseason. How did you guys like all come together and say, listen, this is this is our time. This is our senior year. And what did you guys do this offseason that made it to where it's translating to an undefeated season?
Our buy-in all summer, everyone is here every morning. We're getting stronger, getting faster, getting into that playbook early. I think really helped us with how we're doing this season. With everything, everyone's following the coach's plan, and really everything's just working out for us.
Nice. Now, what about the coach's message? What did they say? Did they kind of come to you guys and say, listen, guys, this is it. This is our time. This is what we want to do. Coach Van Hout, some of your other coaches, what did they say to you guys kind of coming into the season?
Coach Van Hout just gave us this paper, and he gave us some rules. It was, are you going to be hungry? Or are you going to be starving for it? And I can tell all season, all of these dudes, all of our seniors, we're really just investing our lives into this. We want it bad.
Nice. So you just didn't just take for granted that, hey, we're seniors. We're just going to go out and be great. You guys kind of felt like you had to give that extra effort in the offseason, right?
Mm-hmm. And
Nice.
It was kind of cool because when we had our meeting before the season, he was giving us a speech about when the state championship was, and he said it's gonna be chilly, and then we all walked into our locker room, and he all gave us new jackets that we're gonna wear the state championship game. And that was even before the season started, so that was pretty cool.
Nice. You guys kind of was Lincoln or bust this year. There's also been a lot of hype coming into the season for you guys. I mean, if you read the papers, I know, you don't want to get into what other people say, but a lot of other people kind of thought the same thing. How have you guys been able to handle it? Right. You knew that you're very senior heavy. You knew that you guys were coming into it you knew you're going to have a good team, but what was kind of the talk in the locker room with the captains, with the other players going into this season? Even some people out there are saying, listen, this Cougar team is going to be really good. How do you guys handle that?
Words are just words. It's how you perform, really. I mean, you can say, oh, we're going to go win state, all this, all that. But if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get anywhere. So obviously it was nice, but realistically, we just got to work every day. That's why we've had success. Nice.
And, you got the season started off on a great note. Was there a turning point early in this season when you guys knew that you guys had a chance? You guys felt you always kind of want to believe that. But when was the point when you guys felt like, you know what, this is our point, this is our moment, we're gonna do this?
Definitely say the Elkhorn game, going against a big physical Elkhorn team, ranked second in the state. We knew it wasn't gonna be easy, and of course it was, and it was a dogfight all the way to the fourth. And we knew that kind of gave us some validation that we could do something in the Class B. And so yeah, Elkhorn, and then kind of just beating teams by a lot every game after that. After that, I feel like we just turned it up a notch, and we were just paving the way to the state championship ever since then. So, and keeping it week by week. Don't think too far ahead.
Yeah, Elkhorn's been a powerhouse in Class B for a long time. I know they beat you in the playoffs a couple years ago. How did you keep your guys up as captains, as leaders of this team? How did you keep them up from not kind of cruising? Did you guys get after it and practice a lot? Did you guys have to encourage your guys? Because coming out and being Elkhorn, you're like, okay, we've made it, but you really had a lot of games left. What was the message from the locker room after you beat a good Elkhorn team, knowing that if you guys work hard, you can make a run here?
Well, once we went against that physical Elkhorn team and we hung with them, we punched them right back. We really thought we can hang with anybody like that team or anybody in Class B. We saw every game as an opportunity to get better, and we just kept building and building on it.
Nice. I got a question for you guys. Every year a coach comes up with a motto, right? I've seen it when my son played. I've seen it on other teams. What was your coach's motto this year? Did he have a phrase or something he kept on pointing back to as your kind of calling card this year?
We're going hunting every game.
What's that?
No, we're going hunting for every game.
Oh, nice. Did you guys put that in shirts or anything? You wear it under your pads or anything like that?
No.
He said I think it was maybe Elkhorn. He said something about how they get their bacon at Hy-Vee, and we go hunting for our bacon. So we kind of stuck with that.
That's kind of a little South Omaha blood in there. I get it. I get where you're coming from. So since then, you guys have really beat everyone by at least 2 touchdowns, which has been such a great season. But there's also people out there that might say, well, they didn't play a really tough schedule. And I think you guys kind of proved that in the playoffs, right? Especially against Scottsbluff. I mean, Scottsbluff was a really good football team. How did you guys kind of handle that? Did that kind of motivate you guys? Because I know you guys probably heard that too. Is like, listen, they're not playing very tough opponents, so maybe they're not that good.
I would just say, like, if anyone says that, just look at our scores, because we beat those teams by 30, 40, and they're not even in the game at most points. So, and then we took it to Scottsbluff. I mean, they didn't lead at all in the game, and they were undefeated against Class B opponents. So yeah, just keep proving everyone wrong. Don't listen to anyone else says. Worry about us, and we'll do our thing, and we'll prove you wrong.
Nice. Kind of a little, almost like an underdog mentality, right? Just try to keep that, and not buy into the hype. That's pretty cool. Well, let's talk about this Scottsbluff game, because I was out there. The cold game. I love seeing you guys out there. No sleeves, anything like that. Lineman got to be tough out there. But you guys got a decent lead on them, right? Went down, scored right away, then got that pick, scored again. And then it seemed like Scottsbluff, they kind of went punch for punch with you guys, because they were a good football team, right? Their running back is tough. They had some big dudes up front. Tell me about that, like, first half when you guys started kind of trading blows, even going into the third quarter. Did you guys ever lose faith that you guys were going to win that game, or what was the feeling on the field and on the sidelines?
Oh, absolutely. It was a great game. I mean, we knew what we were going to get into. We knew it was going to be a dog fight the whole game. But coming down to it, we had to just rely on our skilled dudes. They're going to make some big explosive plays. They're going to win us the game, just like the Elkhorn game. Owen came out there and made a great play, just like in the Scottsbluff game. Ended up sealing the game for us. But obviously up front, I mean, we do our part, but our skilled dudes, they just make explosive plays, and that's what keeps us in the game a lot of the times.
Nice. And then there was a point in that game when they got within a touchdown, and then it was feeling they couldn't pass the ball all game. Then all of a sudden they looked like an NFL team out there throwing the football. Did you guys kind of have any doubts then, because they started coming back on you?
Oh no, not. I mean, a little bit, but we knew we were going to bear down, stop the pass, just get some pass rush, get some pressure on him, make some quick throws, and obviously just hoping for that big play, which Owen came through with.
Yeah, you got several big plays. Speaking of big plays, let's talk about your running backs, right? And I think the perception out there is this Jake Garcia, right? I would describe him as explosive. I mean, the guy takes a play and feels like he stopped, and all of a sudden he's scoring a 50, 60, 70-yard touchdown. But besides Jake, you also have some other guys in there, right? Brennan's a tough running back, does some things. Palladino's back there, breaks off some big plays. You got fullback Tommy Gilbert. Why don't you tell everyone who's watching and listening, tell us a little about your running backs and kind of what they're like. I mean, you got several of them back there, so it isn't just one guy. But you guys are up front making holes, but they're doing some pretty special things too, right?
Yeah, I mean, those guys in the backfield, we're just making the holes for them, and they're just taking what they got, and they're making big plays out of it. But like Owen and Tommy, they're smash mouth football players. They'll go right at you every play after play. And then you got Jake, who'll take it to you every once in a while, but if he gets outside, he'll take off on you. He'll be gone. And then you got Charlie, who's just more of a finesse guy. Like, he's patient. He'll wait for it. Once he sees it, he goes. And once he gets out in open field, it's a pretty dangerous backfield for all of them.
Nice. Well, you're blessed with great running backs back there. They fit really well in your scheme. It seems like you guys change it up. But, down to God's truth is, I know you guys could do that, right? I've seen you do that the last couple of years. It seems like one of the big difference makers this year has been your quarterback, right? Before, you guys were a good running team, even last year and the year before. But this year, Colby Duncan's really kind of taken off as a passer. Tell me kind of how that evolution came about, because he's hitting plays down the field. He's just getting more and more confidence, right?
Yeah, definitely when teams try to load the box on us, because they know we're a run-heavy team and that we're gonna run the ball. So when they bring those dudes up, and Colby can throw it over the top on you with our great receivers. It just makes our offense so complete, and I think it's just very hard to stop at that point, because we can basically run anything, and most time it will work. So definitely just having them to throw it over the top, and it makes our offense very deadly.
Yeah. Now, how would you guys describe your offense? Because you're obviously a run-first team, but you guys do a little bit of everything. Tell me about, like, I know you're not the one calling the plays, but you guys are down in the trenches doing it. Seems like you guys will run power, you guys will run counter, trap, then you run some outside sweep, and then they also ask you to sit back and pass protect. So tell me about kind of how you guys fit into that offense and what they ask you to do up front.
We have an utter and complete offense. We have such diversity with our receivers, our backfield, 4 running backs, all our receivers, our quarterback. We can basically just do everything. The run will open up the pass will open up the run. And we have different calls. We have check downs, really anything. If you stop the pass, we'll run. If you stop the run, we'll pass. So overall, we're pretty complete.
Well, and how about, you guys have played together for so long. Tell me what kind of advantage that is when teams try to throw something different at you, right? I mean, when you're a good team and they know you can run the ball, which you guys do, they're going to come out with something you probably haven't seen before. But you guys have been playing together for quite a while. How have you guys handled some of that? Because I know teams have tried to do that to you. Maybe put five down up front. Maybe try to bring some blitzes. Maybe try to do some things that they just haven't shown on film. I know you guys have seen that this year. How have you guys handled that? What are some of the things that you guys have done as a group to overcome those?
I would definitely say at practice, our coaches are really good, and they tell us before, like, practice ain't gonna be easy. So usually the practices are almost harder than the game sometimes, just like mentally and having to focus up, because they throw some terrible looks our way. They bring a lot of terrible blitzes that are hard to defend. So once you go into the game and you kind of don't see those blitzes as much, you kind of get a pick on the easier stuff. And we communicated all the way. And by the end of the week, we almost know it like the back of our hands. Like we know it's coming before it comes, and definitely just communication and executing the plan that our coaches give us. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, I want to hear from the guys in the back, the tackles, man. Tell me about your guys' role in the offense. I see the guys in the middle, man. They're smash mouth. They do obviously both. Everyone's pulling and doing some things, but they ask you guys at tackle to do something's a little bit different out there. Tell me what your guys' kind of role has been, and also you guys are kind of relative newcomers to the group. How has it been fitting in with these 3 gorillas in the middle?
I'd say we do a lot of double teams and down blocks, getting out to the linebacker so the counter and trap plays work.
Nice. What about you?
Yeah, I think us tackles, we work really well with our guards and our center. We communicate things down, good double teams, pick up all the linebackers, all that kind of stuff.
And a lot of reach blocks too on the punisher
Yeah.
and stretch option we do.
Nice. Well, there's one guy I want to talk about. We kind of didn't talk about too much here. How about your 6th lineman, fullback Tommy Gilbert? He's a guy who it's almost like he's not a skilled guy, right? It's like another lineman out there with you guys. What's it like having him? Because they do give him the ball some. You guys do a lot of that fullback belly, but I've seen him make some pretty good blocks within this offense. What's it like having Tommy back there and knowing what he can do for you guys?
It's like having just another guard out there when Tom's out there blocking with us. He's like a safe guy for us. Like you set him out there to make a block, he'll make the block for you, and it'll open up a bigger hole. And just let our running backs do their jobs.
Nice. Yeah. There's not many fullbacks around, right? Only a handful of teams even have fullbacks anymore. And you guys are kind of a throwback like that. He's the perfect throwback player, a compliment to your O-line. All right. So before we get to talk about, the upcoming game at Bennington, you guys got any cool stories since last time we talked? I know I talked to a couple of you guys, but I don't know what's been going on. You guys got any funny things that have happened over the last couple of weeks? No linemen were kind of quirky dudes, man. And I know some of you guys really well, so I know there's got to be a story or two in there. Is there anything funny that you want people to hear about out there? Well, maybe not hear about, but just give us the PG version.
We were going to the chute to do like get offs and blocking of the chute, and there were some wasps. We got like attacked by these wasps, and we had like outrun them. So we were like running all around the field. Pretty funny.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Some coaches have halftime stories. Those are always the highlights of our games. He usually comes in there with some fire when we're up, and he's had some pretty good ones. I don't know if I can really share them here because it's in the locker room, stays in the locker room, but he's quite the hype man in halftime.
But do you think he has one ready every week, or you think he just comes to him?
I think he has one ready for sure.
Yeah.
The Scout one was probably the best one. It was something about a coffin, and he grabbed our sledgehammer and said we're gonna nail and hammer them. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not doing any justice, but I'm sure it was great in the moment. That's awesome, man. Keep you guys up. I mean, if you guys get leads on guys, you don't want to let that teams come back. So it's cool to hear your coach kind of throwing some funny stories out there. And listen, with that Wasp story, I mean, all you had to do was run faster than the slowest guy. I mean, who was the one that got caught with the Wasps? Who's the slowest one?
Probably me. I think it was me.
So he's the one that he's got the Wasp stings, and you guys all got away.
I got stung up. Yeah.
You only got to be faster than the slowest guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys got a pretty big challenge coming up in these finals, right? Bennington's won 25 games in a row. They have some things about them that make them pretty special too. You know, all those guys on defense, they don't play offense, right? So all they're doing is getting ready for you guys. And they get some advantages in that, and they don't have to be on the field for defense like you guys do. You know, what's it like knowing that you're playing this team that's won so many games in a row and they got all the advantages? I mean, do you guys still feel like you're the underdogs here, or, you know, how do you guys approach this game?
Oh, they're a great team. But to us, it's just another game. Just another game to go out there, just show the state. We may be the smallest school in Class B, but we're one of the most powerful teams in Class B.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Keep going. I want to hear more.
We're just going to come out there and just try to out-physical them. We don't think they've seen a team as physical and fast as us this year yet.
Yeah, I definitely say the trenches are going to be a big part of the game, and I think we're ready to play. We're not going to back down for anyone. We don't care about the win streak at all. We're gonna come out there, be physical as we can, drive them off the ball, and open up some holes for Jake. And hopefully by the end of the night, we're state champions.
Yeah, I mean, this is truly like out of a David versus Goliath, right? Because you guys are obviously, I mean, for people that are listening or watching, you know, Gross actually should have moved down this year to Class C1, and they chose to stay up with Class B. They felt like they belonged up there. They wanted to prove a point, and you're going against one of the biggest schools in Class B, right? I mean, so big that they can play one way each way. So having that mentality of just not even caring, I mean, it's your guys' last high school game, right? And you leave nothing else on the field. But is that your plan to come out and try to? I mean, obviously, I don't want to give away your game plan. You guys might not even got it yet, but from your side of it, is it? Hey, listen, we're going to establish the line of scrimmage and we're going to run the ball. Is that your mode of attack?
Definitely. That's every game for us. Well, we huddle up in our offensive line group, and we always say that this game lies on us, and we can't let anyone down. And we're gonna be physical. We're not gonna leave anything else out there. We're gonna drive you. We're gonna beat you down so you don't want to play anymore. So, yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that kind of wraps it up for us here. You guys got any message out there? I don't want to give anyone any bulletin board material, but you know, where this is early in the week, I'm going to put this out later in the week. But you guys feeling great about this game and coming out of there? You guys staying pretty healthy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're 100%.
Nice. That's a little bit of luck goes a long way staying healthy. And you guys certainly have been the pride of South Omaha this year, knocking off every opponent that you guys have seen. And I know we're all kind of pulling for you guys to go down to Memorial Stadium and come out with a big victory. So, again, we're talking to the Gross High Catholic Cougars and their O-line, the very vaunted and talented front five that we have here, the backbone of the team, the best looking, smartest, probably get the prettiest girls, you know. I know that's how linemen are, man. Anyway, guys, hey, I really appreciate it. I'll be down there watching you guys. I can't wait to see you guys. I've seen you guys kind of build up to this for so long, and I'm going to be pulling for you guys to come out with a big victory, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Coach Weber.
All right, guys, have a great week.
You too.
It's available on all podcast platforms. So wherever you listen to your podcast, we're going to be on there. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. That way you get notified of new episodes. Also, we are on YouTube. If you want to find us on YouTube, just search for the Chris Bober Lineman Academy, and be sure to also subscribe to our page. Click the notification bell and feel free to comment, share everything that goes on there. We're on social media as well. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We even have a page on TikTok. So the more you can follow us out there, the more we can spread the message of great offensive line play out there. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, be sure to reach out to us through any of those social media channels and spread the word. We want to get offensive line play great here and everywhere across the area.